welcome back to my channel. My name is Shay. I am a full-time reseller on Poshmark, eBay, and Mercari.
I am Tyler, part-time seller on Poshmark, Mercari, eBay.
And today's video is something that you guys have requested from us a while ago. We took the time to get some data for you guys, and we are going to tell you our experiences with having a VA and whether or not we recommend that you guys get one as well.
And I'm here strictly for the numbers because otherwise I'm not involved.
And also for, the anecdote of whether or not it's improved your quality of life. So we will get into all of that. So if you like reseller content, if you want to know how to become a full-time reseller, you want to see unboxing videos, all that type of stuff, please make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you're notified every time we post a new video. We post new videos every Sunday and Wednesday. And if you like this type of information where we're giving you numbers and we're breaking down how things are working for us, then please make sure you give this a big thumbs up so we know to do more of it. And also give us a comment down below. Let us know if it was useful to you or if there was something more that you wanted to know or other types of things you'd like to see done in this way.
Yeah.
So
let's start off. You made the switch in the midsummer this year?
Yes. So it was around summertime. I decided that I was going to give it a go. So personal experience is what we're looking for here?
Testimonials, positive and negative. Go.
Okay. So I have tried out 3 different VA services. I'm not giving names to any of them. Just don't do that as a rule. But number one person that I tried out, I had found them and realized right away that they were probably a bot because they were oversharing my closet and continually doing it over and over again and telling me it was a mistake.
Giving you a free service?
Yeah, it didn't sound like something a profitable business could or should be doing, and I felt like it might be a bot. So, number 2, I used, and I really liked them. They gave us a nice schedule. It was awesome, but they were sharing at all hours of the day, 7 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon. There didn't seem to be a limit. That human sleep, so that didn't feel like a human. So the last one I found on Fiverr, and so far she seems very human. She gives me a spreadsheet, she ticks it off every time she gets through it, communicates, all the human things are there. So check reviews on Fiverr for a good human VA. I think you'll be able to find one. And the reason I would advise against bots is if you saw Amber Resale's video, I'll link that in the comments below. Poshmark has kind of made their statement known that they do not like bots.
They have a policy. It may be a stupid policy, but it is their policy.
And they have kind of indicated in there that they may have to take action at some point against the users who use bots. So be very aware of that. It was stated in their prospectus, and so if you go against their terms of service, they have a right to shut you down. So yeah, just keep that in mind when you're looking for a VA. You don't want a bot.
All right, for the numbers.
Moving on to the numbers section. Ooh.
All right, so we looked at a total of 5 sample weeks that are not in any particular order. They're not back-to-back weeks.
No, we wanted to try to give a smattering of samples.
So it's a random sampling, and we took the best 4 weeks to give a month's results for each one. Mm-hmm. So for the non-VA, just regular sharing your closet yourself, we have the numbers. So it works out to $17.92 for the month.
Right, and this is Poshmark only, remember, we are on 3 platforms, so this is Poshmark.
And this is a gross number, and it works out to $448, so $450 a week, give or take. Now, on to the VA numbers, and these numbers are a little bit skewed, but I'll get into that in a moment. So it works out to $2,083 for the VA for the month, which is $520, give or take, per week. So you are making more money on the VA versus the non-VA.
Caveat.
The numbers are a little bit skewed because one of your weeks on the VA is double your next closest. So one of your weeks was $975, and your next closest to that is $500 something.
Yeah, we sold like Fendi in that week and some other random big
Mage
things.
From the Jomar.
Mage, Mother Jeans. There was just a lot of big sales. So it is skewed. Also, remember when you're looking at these numbers that a VA does, for us, costs approximately $150 a week.
Right.
So that does go into the numbers.
So if you were to take the fee out of it, with the skewed numbers, you're at $1,933. So you still are better off. I mean, it's a a marginal negligible difference, but you are getting more than you would without the VA.
Now, do you have the numbers for the non-skewed?
So if we take all 5, or all 4 without the top 2 numbers, you're actually better off doing it yourself and sharing your own closet.
By how much, though?
So the worst numbers for the non-VA, so the worst 4 weeks was $1,516, so $1,516, which is $379 average a week. And then with the VA, you're at $1,318, so $1,318, which is $329. So you're about $50 less if you do the non-outliers worst performing weeks.
Yeah. So if you look at this, I mean, you do have to consider that with Poshmark, there are ebbs and flows. Sometimes you feel like you're on the algorithm, sometimes you feel like you're not.
And sometimes you sell Fendi.
Yeah, and sometimes you sell Fendi. So basically what I'm saying there is these numbers are so close that algorithm could absolutely play a factor. And also like types of things you might be sourcing that week. We can't control what we receive on what week. So these types of things, it's too close to say that it's VA versus non-VA. So my sum of this would be, it's so negligible that there is no financial difference whether or not you use a VA or not a VA. But there are other things. So let's just look at it that way.
You're also comparing shared closet versus shared closet. So
right. So
you would expect the numbers to be relatively close.
Right. So that's where I want to go next. So on a pure ROI standpoint, for somebody who is doing this full time and is consistently sharing their closet, there is no return on investment for the most part. You'll make your money back, but it will be a moot point. You'd make the same either way. Okay? Yeah. So that's what we're saying there. But number, I guess, 3, quality of life. So
yes. Yeah. My quality of life has gone through the roof.
So
cannot stress that enough.
This accounts for
the boys out there, get her a VA for a Christmas gift, birthday, whatever. You will thank me later.
Okay, so this counts for a few things. So first of all, in order to make consistent sales on Poshmark, as you all know, that you do need to share your closet. So first thing I will say is that I have consistently shared my closet approximately 3 times a day. I think the VA does share it a little bit more than that, and they do seem to share at different times than I normally was sharing, so that might make a difference. I'm not sure. But as I increased in listings, the time it took me to share got way more. So at 300, I was taking about a half hour. I'm at over 600 now. I'm looking at closer to an hour. And when the way my schedule is, that just isn't possible. That's 3 hours a day if I'm doing it for 3 times. That's 3 hours a day of just sharing.
I would say it's probably closer to 5 because it's probably 3 or an hour and a half per.
Yeah, and that's just sharing. So that's not including listing, photographing, researching, sourcing. It doesn't work in my day anymore. So that's one. But if you're already doing your sharing and you don't have as big of a closet, that's something to really think about. Like really consider if it will improve your quality of life. Because for me, it does. But if you have a small closet and it doesn't take you that much time, it might not improve your quality of life.
I think it comes down to you get to do other things and reevaluate and work on other things. So you've been working on eBay quite a bit and working to improve your sell-through on eBay.
Right, which we have been successfully able to do. eBay is a beast that you have to consistently feed. And so it's very important that we have the time to do that. And it's also forcing me to look outside the normal categories I look at. We will be letting you guys know soon what categories we settle on. We have been trying out a few. If you've seen my Instagram, you've seen that. I'm kind of excited. But that is something I have to do when it comes to eBay, is look outside of what we're normally doing, and that takes time. So this has freed up my time to do that, especially with the crazy thing that's going on in my life right now. So I do think that for me, quality of life was definitely the determining factor on whether or not I was going to use a VA. But I will say, looking at these numbers, it does make me think that, I don't know, maybe I don't need to use it as consistently. I don't know.
Well, if you were to get me home full time, you could just offload it and save yourself the $150.
Yeah, so that's something too. Now, I do know there are programs out there as well to make sharing faster for you, so that's something you could also look into. But for me, currently, I think quality of life, it is worth it, but it is not financially worth it. So I want to make that very clear. Do not look at the advertisements and think that you're going to get double or 3 times your sales, especially if you're already sharing. the numbers don't bear that out. So I do want to make that very clear. But I do recommend doing a VA if you need it. And yeah, I think that's everything I
Set
have
it up
on
and
that.
forget it, and then you can do the other parts of the business that are actually more enjoyable.
Right. Oh, and that was the last thing I did want to mention is complacency. So the VA, I will say, does lull you into a sense of complacency where you don't feel like you have to do as much because somebody's already sharing. So as long as you get your listings up, I mean, why do you have to look at everything? Why do you have to check everything out and relist and do all those things that are mundane? Don't do that. Don't do that. That I did that, and it does account for some of the lower
She
sales.
still occasionally finds things that have sold several weeks ago because she.
I may have found 2 of them this morning.
Yeah.
I do not have a VA today, and I had to share my own closet. And I found 2 listings that had sold on eBay that I had not deleted from Poshmark. So don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah. So make sure that you stay on top of it, even if you do have a VA. And then lastly, I mean, it's your business. It's your choice how you want to run it. If you find it enjoyable time sharing your closet, I can't imagine why you would, but some people might like the repetitiveness. You get to run it how you want to run your own business, so that's part of the game.
Yeah, so that's it. So if you guys have any more questions, if there's other things that you have questions about when it comes to VAs and you don't know where to ask, please feel free to ask. We have used 3 different companies, so I hope that we do have the information you're looking for. But I think that's it. Moral of the story, use one if you need to, but it's definitely not an expense that I feel is a determining factor to become a full-time reseller. I think you can do it without it, but I think it does make me feel happier. If it comes down to
money for you, you're making the decision for the wrong reasons. Focus on whether or not it makes you happy.
Yeah, exactly. So that is it. We will be back really soon with a new video. I think we're going to be doing another what sold video, which you guys seem to really like, so make sure that you come back for that. And we will be back really soon. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you all for watching.